Constitutionalism is a political philosophy and framework that emphasizes the role of a constitution in limiting government power, protecting individual rights, and ensuring that governmental authority is exercised according to established legal principles. It is based on the belief that political power should be constrained by laws that provide checks and balances, promote accountability, and prevent arbitrary rule. Key principles of constitutionalism. 1. Rule of law, A. Legal supremacy. Definition: the principle that all individuals and institutions, including government officials, are subject to and accountable under the law. Application: laws must be clear, publicized, and applied equally, ensuring fairness and justice. B. Predictability and stability. Definition: legal rules and procedures should be stable and predictable, allowing citizens to understand their rights and obligations. Application: legal processes must be transparent and consistent to foster public trust in the legal system. 2. Separation of powers. A. Division of government functions. Definition: the division of government functions among different branches, typically the executive, legislative, and judicial branches, to prevent the concentration of power. Application: each branch has distinct responsibilities and powers, with mechanisms for checks and balances to ensure no branch becomes too powerful. B. Checks and balances. Definition: a system in which each branch of government has the authority to limit the actions of the other branches to prevent abuses of power. Application: examples include the legislative branch enacting laws, the executive branch enforcing them, and the judiciary interpreting them. 3. Protection of fundamental rights. A. Individual liberties. Definition: constitutionalism is based on the protection of fundamental rights and liberties, such as freedom of speech, assembly, and religion. Application: constitutions often include a Bill of Rights or similar provisions that safeguard individual freedoms from government infringement. B. Equality and non-discrimination. Definition: the principle that all individuals are equal under the law and entitled to equal protection and non-discrimination. Application: legal systems must ensure that laws are applied without bias and that all citizens enjoy the same rights and protections. 4. Democratic governance. A. Popular sovereignty. Definition: the idea that the authority of the government is derived from the consent of the governed, typically through free and fair elections. Application: citizens have the right to participate in the political process, choose their representatives, and hold them accountable. B. Participation and accountability. Definition: the principle that elected officials are accountable to the people and must govern in accordance with their will. Application: transparency, open governance, and mechanisms for public participation are essential for ensuring accountability. 5. Judicial independence. A. Autonomy from political influence. Definition: the judiciary must be independent of the executive and legislative branches to impartially interpret and apply the law. Application: judicial independence is safeguarded through security of tenure, adequate remuneration, and protection from undue influence. B. Guardianship of the Constitution. Definition: the judiciary acts as a guardian of the Constitution, ensuring that laws and government actions comply with constitutional principles. Application: courts have the authority to review and invalidate laws or actions that violate the Constitution. Examples of constitutionalism. 1. United States U.S. Constitution. Framework: the U.S. Constitution establishes a federal system with a clear separation of powers among the executive, legislative, and judicial branches. Bill of Rights: the first 10 amendments to the Constitution outline fundamental rights and liberties, such as freedom of speech, religion, and due process. 2. United Kingdom Unwritten Constitution. Framework: the UK operates under an unwritten constitution comprising statutes, conventions, and judicial decisions that embody constitutional principles. Rule of law: the principle of parliamentary sovereignty and the rule of law are central to the UK's constitutional framework. 3. India, a Indian Constitution. Framework. The Indian Constitution establishes a federal system with a clear separation of powers and a comprehensive Bill of Rights. Fundamental rights. The Constitution guarantees fundamental rights such as equality, freedom, and protection against discrimination,